Fun and Summer Led, Buckhouse and Very Promising. The court here to touchdown first, followed by Fearless Imp, making a little bit of ground towards the left of the picture, but as they come to the next, it's Summer Led, who leads over the second from Our Fun and Fearless Imp. Just in behind them, Buckhouse and Very Promising, then Cathy's Lad, then Badsworth Boy, St. William. The back markers are Panarctic, Little Bay, and Bob's Line, as Summer Led makes it, coming to the third from Buckhouse and Our Fun and Fearless Imp. And Cathy's Lad, Very Promising over on the far side. Summer Led, protectively bandaged. The sheepskin noseband lands in the lead from Fearless Imp and Buckhouse and Our Fun and Very Promising, and Cathy's Lad and Badsworth Boy, and behind them St. William and Bob's Line, and then Little Bay and Panarctic. Summer Led from Fearless Imp. Our Fun, Very Promising, Buckhouse and William on the outside. Then comes Cathy's Lad, then Badsworth Boy, then Bob's Line. Behind Bob's Line is Little Bay, and then Panarctic. That was the fourth. So running downhill now, Summer Led from Fearless Imp, Very Promising, Our Fun on the inside. Buckhouse is next, then Cathy's Lad, then the quartet seeker Badsworth Boy, then comes St. William, Bob's Line, over the fifth, and all safely over it. Coming to the water now, Summer Led from Fearless Imp. Buckhouse, Very Promising. Badsworth Boy and Cathy's Lad and Our Fun, and then Bob's Line making a little bit of progress, then St. William. This is the first of the ditches with Summer Led taking it from Buckhouse and Very Promising. And they're all safely over the ditch. Panarctic the back marker, Summer Led the leader as they come to the eighth. From Buckhouse, Very Promising, and Badsworth Boy very close to them. Then Cathy's Lad. Behind Cathy's Lad is St. William, and then comes Our Fun. Behind Our Fun is Fearless Imp. Then Bob's Line improving, the Little Bay upsides. Panarctic the back marker, coming to the final ditch now. Four from home. Summer Led from Buckhouse on the outside, Very Promising, very close to them. And Badsworth Boy right up with them. A Little Bay faller there. Running downhill. Three left to jump. Summer Lad, the leader, from Very Promising and Buckhouse. Then Badsworth Boy in fourth. Bob's Line's improving in fifth. Then comes Cathy's Lad, sixth, and the rest look out of it as they come down to the next. Summer Led being pressed by Buckhouse. This is three from home. Buckhouse now from Summer Led, Very Promising third. Bob's Line four. Five is Badsworth Boy. Buckhouse has gone clear now of Summer Led, Very Promising, and Bob's Line as they come down to the next. Two from home. Buckhouse lands clear. Very Promising, a mistake. Bob's Line nearly unshipped. Summer Lad was the faller there. And Buckhouse now well clear. Very Promising in second. Bob's Line in third. Then Cathy's Lad four. Five Badsworth Boy. Running to the final fence now in the Queen Mother Champion Chase. And Buckhouse a long way clear of Very Promising. Buckhouse showing with his white face. Clear. 6 lengths clear of Very Promising, who jumps in second. Cathy's Lad jumps in third. And it's Buckhouse from Very Promising. Very Promising putting in the determined challenge, but Buckhouse and Tommy Carmody holding him as they race towards the line. It's Buckhouse who's going to win it. Buckhouse is the winner. Second is Very Promising. Third is Cathy's Lad. Fourth, Our Fun. Five, Bob's Line. Six is Badsworth Boy. Seven is Fearless Imp. Eight was St. William. And ninth was Panarctic. And so the result of the Queen Mother Champion Chase: first, number 3, Buckhouse, owned by Mrs. Seamus Purcell, trained by Mouse Morris in Ireland and written by Tommy Carmody. Second was number 15, Very Promising, owned by Mrs. Jean Maunders, trained by David Nicholson and written by Peter Scudamore. And third, number 7, Cathy's Lad, owned by Mr. J.E. Clayton, trained by Alan Jarvis and written by Steve Smith-Eccles. Fourth was number 9, Our Fun.